Exploring Life. Chapter 19, Fungi and Invertebrates. Part 2. Now, let's explore some of the simplest bilateral invertebrates, flatworms and nematodes. Unlike sponges and jellyfish, these animals have bilateral symmetry, meaning their bodies are divided into left and right sides. This symmetry allows for more coordinated and efficient movement. Because of this, they have a clear head and tail direction, which supports directional movement, a key evolutionary step. It helps them better sense, respond to, and interact with their environment. This structural innovation sets the stage for more complex behaviors and body plans seen in higher animals. On the left, we see the vibrant flatworm Pseudoceros dimidiatus. Its striking colors and patterns help it blend into coral reefs and seagrass beds, providing both camouflage and a warning to predators. These flatworms glide smoothly over surfaces as they hunt small prey in their marine environments. On the right is Invertebrates elegans, a tiny nematode and one of the most studied organisms in all of biology. Together, these two invertebrates highlight both the ecological diversity and scientific importance of simple bilateral animals. Flatworms are among the simplest animals with bilateral symmetry. They have an incomplete digestive system, meaning food enters and waste exits through the same opening, a simple but functional design. Despite their simplicity, flatworms have evolved highly effective survival strategies, especially in parasitic forms. Let's walk through the life cycle of the pork tapeworm. The cycle begins when humans consume undercooked or contaminated pork that contains tapeworm larvae. Once inside the human intestine, the larvae mature into adult tapeworms, where they can grow several meters long. These adults release eggs, which exit the body in human feces, contaminating the soil or water. When pigs ingest the eggs, the larvae hatch inside their digestive tract and travel to the muscles, forming cysts. If humans then eat pork that hasn't been properly cooked, the cycle begins again, posing both health and sanitation concerns in affected regions. Tapeworms highlight the importance of both proper sanitation and thorough cooking. Nematodes, or roundworms, belong to the phylum Nematoda and are incredibly diverse. Unlike flatworms, they have a complete digestive system, with a mouth and an anus, allowing food to move in one direction and enabling more efficient, continuous digestion. Nematodes occupy a wide range of environments. Some are free-living, thriving in soil, water, or decaying matter, while others are parasitic, infecting plants, animals, and even humans. Free-living flatworms and nematodes are small, but they play big roles in the ecosystems. Both groups contribute to decomposition, helping break down organic matter and recycling nutrients, a vital process for soil and aquatic health. They also play multiple roles in food webs. Some act as predators, feeding on microbes or small invertebrates, while others serve as prey for larger animals. By participating in both sides of the food chain, these invertebrates help maintain balance in diverse ecosystems, from forest floors to ocean sediments. Nematodes also play an important role in biomedical research. One species in particular, Invertebrates elegans, has become a widely used model organism. Its simple body plan, short life cycle, and fully mapped genome make it ideal for studying development, genetics, and aging. Research on C. elegans has even contributed to Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in fields like programmed cell death and RNA. Beyond basic science, studying parasitic nematodes also supports pharmaceutical development, helping scientists design treatments for infectious diseases that affect millions of people worldwide. Now let's turn to a new group, soft-bodied invertebrates. This category includes two major phyla, Mollusca and Annelida. The mollusks include animals like snails, clams, and squids, while the annelids include familiar segmented worms such as earthworms and leeches. Both groups show important evolutionary advancements, including the development of a coelom, a true body cavity that allows for more complex organ systems, and cephalization, or the concentration of nerve tissue in a head region, enabling more efficient movement and sensory control. These innovations mark a major step forward in animal evolution. The slide highlights the remarkable diversity of soft-bodied invertebrates. At the top left, we see an earthworm. Through their constant burrowing, earthworms aerate the soil and promote nutrient cycling, making them essential for healthy ecosystems. At the top right is the medicinal leech. Despite its reputation, this leech is still used in modern medicine, especially in surgeries to restore blood flow and reduce swelling. On the bottom left, the garden snail is shown. It's not only common in gardens but is also a delicacy in many cultures, especially in French cuisine, where it's known as escargot. Finally, on the bottom right, we have the common octopus. Known for its intelligence, problem-solving skills, and ability to change color and texture, it's a true marvel of marine adaptation. An important evolutionary advancement seen in many soft-bodied invertebrates is cephalization, the development of a distinct head region, also called the cephalic region. This head region houses sensory organs and marks the front end of the body, allowing the animal to better detect and respond to its environment as it moves forward. Along with cephalization comes a centralized nervous system, where nerve cells and control centers are concentrated in the head, rather than being spread out across the body. Together, these features support more complex behaviors, faster responses, and better coordination, major steps forward in the evolution of animal life. The other important structural features found in many soft-bodied invertebrates are the coelom. The coelom is a fluid-filled body cavity that cushions internal organs and allows them to move and grow independently of the outer body wall. This makes organ systems more efficient and flexible. In annelids, like earthworms, we also see segmentation, the division of the body into repeating units. These segments often contain duplicate sets of organs and muscles, providing greater control over movement and allowing for specialization of body regions. Together, coelom and segmentation represent major evolutionary steps toward complexity and efficiency in animal body plans. Mollusks have soft bodies, and in many species, these are protected by external shells, though shell presence and structure can vary widely across the group. Their body plan is built around three main parts. First, the head, which often contains sensory organs and a mouth. Second, a muscular foot used for movement, digging, or attachment. And third, the visceral mass, which houses the animal's internal organs, including those for digestion, circulation, and reproduction. This basic structure is highly adaptable and can be modified in unique ways across different mollusk groups, from snails and clams to squids and octopuses. Mollusks have developed a variety of respiratory adaptations to survive in different environments. Some species, especially small or simple ones, rely on skin respiration. They absorb oxygen directly through their skin, as long as it stays moist. Aquatic mollusks, like clams and octopuses, use gills to extract oxygen from water efficiently. In contrast, terrestrial mollusks, such as land snails, breathe air using a structure called the pallial lung, a modified cavity that functions like a lung and allows gas exchange in air. These different strategies allow mollusks to thrive in oceans, freshwater, and even on land. Squids and octopuses stand out as some of the most intelligent invertebrates on Earth. They exhibit advanced intelligence, including problem-solving, adaptability, and the ability to perform complex behaviors like tool use and camouflage. Both animals have large brains relative to their body size, and their nervous systems are highly developed, especially in the octopus, where most neurons are found in the arms, allowing for independent arm control. In fact, key discoveries in neuroscience were first made using the octopus due to their large, well-developed nerve cells. They also demonstrate a remarkable ability to learn from experience and adapt to new environments, making them excellent models for studying invertebrate cognition and behavior. Now let's look at two very different but equally fascinating groups of invertebrates, arthropods and echinoderms. These two groups of animals shared the same feature, the skeleton. Despite both having protective skeletons, these two phyla are structurally and evolutionarily very distinct. Arthropods include animals like insects, spiders, and crustaceans. They have a tough external exoskeleton made of chitin and jointed legs for movement, features that have helped make them the most diverse animal group on the planet. Echinoderms, such as sea stars and sea urchins, have a different structure. They possess an internal endoskeleton covered in spiny skin and use a water vascular system for movement and feeding. Here's a key difference. While arthropods show bilateral symmetry, echinoderms start out bilaterally symmetrical as larvae but develop radial symmetry as adults. Arthropods make up the largest phylum in the animal kingdom, representing about 85% of all known animal species. They share a few key traits: a chitin-based exoskeleton, jointed appendages, and a process called molting, where they shed their exoskeleton to grow. Arthropods are incredibly diverse, and we group them into multiple subgroups, including trilobites, now extinct, but once highly successful and widespread in ancient oceans. Hexapoda, this group includes insects, which have 6 legs and dominate nearly every terrestrial ecosystem. Myriapoda, these are the many-legged arthropods, such as centipedes and millipedes. Crustacea, known for their hard exoskeletons, this group includes crabs, lobsters, shrimp, and others. Chelicerata includes spiders, scorpions, and their relatives, characterized by claw-like mouthparts called chelicerae. Together, these subgroups highlight the incredible adaptability and success of arthropods across nearly every environment on Earth. Here are a few examples of arthropods. In the top left, we see a fossilized trilobite, curled into a defensive ball, a behavior still seen in modern arthropods like pillbugs. To the right, a large millipede from eastern North America, part of the myriapods, known for their segmented bodies and role as decomposers. In the bottom left, a female brown crab carries her eggs, showcasing maternal care common among crustaceans. And on the bottom right, a periodical cicada, emerging by the millions every 13 or 17 years to overwhelm predators and ensure survival. Let's delve into the fundamental characteristics of arthropods, starting with their body plan. Arthropods typically have a segmented body, often divided into three main regions: the head, thorax, and abdomen. This segmentation allows for specialization. Each region performs distinct functions that contribute to the animal's survival. When it comes to respiration, arthropods show remarkable adaptations based on their environment. Aquatic species use gills to extract oxygen from water. In contrast, terrestrial arthropods rely on a network of internal air sacs and tracheal tubes that deliver oxygen directly to their tissues, an efficient system that supports life on land. As for internal circulation, arthropods have a heart that pumps blood through their body. While their circulatory system is open, it still plays a crucial role in transporting nutrients and oxygen to their cells. Now, let's turn our attention to insects, arguably the most successful animal group on Earth. Their remarkable adaptability has enabled them to colonize nearly every habitat imaginable, with the notable exception of saltwater environments. This widespread success comes down to a few key adaptations. One of the most important is the evolution of wings. Flight gave insects the ability to disperse quickly, reach new habitats, escape predators, and access new food sources, fueling their ecological expansion. Another pivotal adaptation is metamorphosis. Through this dramatic transformation, from larva to adult, insects reduce competition within their own species. Larvae and adults often occupy different niches, eat different foods, and live in separate environments. This separation of life stages helps maximize survival and has played a major role in their evolutionary success. Insects undergo two types of metamorphosis: complete and incomplete. Complete metamorphosis, shown on the left, is seen in butterflies and bees. It includes distinct stages: larva, pupa, and adult. The chrysalis, the pupal stage, is marked with a red arrow in the image. Incomplete metamorphosis, shown on the right, occurs in grasshoppers and dragonflies. It lacks a pupal stage. Young nymphs resemble adults and gradually mature through a series of molts. Beyond their individual traits, many insects show remarkable social behaviors. Bees and ants form complex colonies with defined roles and advanced communication. A great example is the honeybee dance, used to share the location of food sources with the hive. Insects also play a crucial role in pollination. Bees, in particular, are key pollinators for flowering plants, supporting agriculture, food production, and biodiversity worldwide. Now let's explore the unique characteristics of echinoderms, a diverse group of marine animals. The name echinoderm means spiny skin, referring to the textured surface that covers their bodies. Beneath that surface lies a calcium-based endoskeleton, which provides structure and protection, similar to how calcium reinforces bones in vertebrates. One of their most distinctive traits is radial symmetry in adulthood, with body parts arranged around a central axis, often in multiples of 5. Internally, echinoderms have a complete digestive system with both a mouth and an anus. However, they lack specialized organs like hearts or gills. On the left, we see a striking example of an echinoderm, the bat star. Its vibrant colors and unusual shape help it blend into rocky ocean floors, providing effective camouflage. To the right is the purple sea urchin, known for its spherical shape and dense covering of sharp spines. Both of these echinoderms are found along the Pacific coast, thriving in the cold waters from Alaska to Southern California. One of the most defining features of echinoderms is their unique water vascular system, a sophisticated hydraulic network with multiple vital functions. It plays a key role in gas exchange, nutrient transport, and most importantly, locomotion. This system powers the tube feet, small, muscular appendages that extend from the body. These tube feet are used not only for movement, allowing echinoderms to glide or cling to surfaces, but also for feeding, helping them grasp and consume prey or detritus. Think back on the invertebrates we explored, from simple sponges to complex arthropods. Which one left the strongest impression on you, and why? Was it a surprising adaptation, a bizarre lifestyle, or something else entirely? There's no wrong answer, just share what caught your attention and why it stuck with you. The phylum Chordata is a diverse group that encompasses an incredible range of animals, including both familiar invertebrates and all vertebrates, from fish to humans. Chordates are defined by several key characteristics, present at least at some stage of their development. The first of these is the notochord. This is a flexible, rod-like structure that provides crucial skeletal support along the back of the organism. In many chordates, particularly in all vertebrates, this notochord is typically replaced by a more complex vertebral column as the organism matures, forming the backbone we're familiar with. Here, we see a striking example of an invertebrate chordate, the sea squirt. Though it may not look like it, this simple animal belongs to the same phylum as we do. As a larva, it possesses all the hallmark traits of chordates, but once it settles, those features disappear. It's a powerful reminder of the incredible diversity within the phylum Chordata, and perhaps a quiet lesson in not settling down so much that you forget what you once were. We'll dive deeper into chordates in the next lecture. But for now, take this with you: evolution wasn't a straight path. The foundations of complex vertebrate life were paved by invertebrates, from body plans and sensory systems to movement and structure. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Now it's time to check your understanding. This section is meant for self-evaluation, a chance to reflect on what you've learned and assess your grasp of the key concepts. Take a moment to review the material and think about any questions that remain. This is your opportunity to consolidate your knowledge before we move on.